Hey YouTube, welcome back to Here in My Office, another episode. I've been uploading a little more frequently lately because there's some things going on in my career worth mentioning. And if you're new to this channel, please subscribe and like the video. It's helping me grow the channel. Um, so I'm starting next week, Monday, at Remax. I went through the orientation, so that already took place, and I learned a lot. They went through the systems, like there's a dozen systems that you need to pick up to learn how to use the CRM system and the dialer and various message boards and like instant messaging tools and things to help you out as an agent and apps on your phone as well. So far after my orientation, I'm impressed by the amount of resources that Remax has as compared to my prior brokerage. My prior brokerage was not in the office. Remax has required me to be in the office for the first 3 months, Monday through Thursday. So I'm going to be forced to go in the office. I'm going to be forced to be making cold calls or calls on warm leads. They're not, totally cold calls. These are leads that are in their system. And if you followed me before, you'll know that that was the biggest problem I had in my last role is I couldn't get any leads. I was having trouble reaching out to people. I don't have a sphere because I'm new to Philadelphia. Um, I'm originally from Buffalo, New York, so I'm coming to a new area. I don't have family and friends that I could reach out to help them sell or buy a house. I have to rely on what the brokerage can provide for me or what I can find for lead generation. And last time I used Zillow, and Zillow is going to be used at this new brokerage too at Remax. But the difference is that it's not coming out of my pocket. I paid thousands of dollars for Zillow Premier Agent, and I mentioned this before. They were in bad zip codes. I was not in the zip codes I want. Now at Remax, I was able to say I want to have the Roxborough Manayunk area, which is where I live in Philadelphia. But then as far as Philadelphia goes, that's about it. I don't want to be working in Philadelphia. I want to be out in the suburbs, out with the bigger properties, more expensive homes, generally speaking, because you start getting into the city and you start getting to some really sketchy stuff. And that's what I was dealing with a year ago. So, you know, I will make a video to post how my first week went because the day is going to go like this at Remax. We have a role playing call. So we're just talking to me and like three other guys that started with me, and one person pretends to be the agent, one person pretends to be the buyer, and we go through our script and go through questions about the house you're looking for and your price range and if you're pre-approved and if you have a cash buyer, all those things to get to know the person who you will be helping with their real estate problems or real estate endeavors. So Monday through Thursday, I'll be making phone calls from 9 a.m. to 11, going through all the leads we have in the system. This is something that I did not have at my last brokerage. Um, I have a dialer, like a three-line dialer, where you can, make multiple calls, log the call, set the follow up, sync it with your calendar, and I couldn't do that at United. That we didn't they didn't have those kinds of tools. They said for lead generation, you're on your own. Go do some door knocking, go hang door hangers, go just go to events and let people know you're a realtor. And that's all fine and dandy, but that's not going to be my bread and butter because it's just not enough. They say that from the videos I've looked at on YouTube, to be successful in real estate, you need to be on the phone, you need to be closing, you need to be talking to people and networking all the time. So I'll be doing that for a couple hours a day, Monday through Thursday. And even Friday too. Friday I don't have to come in the office, but I plan to do some prospecting that day too. So hopefully all of this prospecting, the expectation as a new agent for the first 90 days, you're supposed to be closing your first deal in the first 30 days. So the first 30 days starts in 2 days. So I will be vlogging this journey and letting you guys know if how the cold calls went, and how if I got any business, if I have any appointments, because ideally you're supposed to be making calls in the morning and then going on listing appointments, going on showings, open houses, all that stuff in the evening, afternoon. And I'm coming from banking, so I'm used to a 9 to 5 day, and this is clearly not a 9 to 5 job. Um, but it's still more flexible than being required to sit at your desk from 8 to 5, um, because you know the day the day might be slow. You might be able to leave, and you can't do that at a corporate 9 to 5 job. You can't just say, okay, there's nothing going on, I'm gonna go home and work from home. It wasn't that flexible. So stay tuned, and there will be more to come. I'll make a video after my first week, next weekend. Say how many calls I made. I'll probably make 10, 20, 30 calls a day. Probably more like 30 calls a day. So after hundreds of calls my first week, I'll have a good idea of how this is going and if this brokerage is for me. And I'm a new agent. I can't be bouncing around from brokerage to brokerage yet. I need to get some deals under my belt. So I will definitely share the deals I get once that happens, how much money I'm making, how much I'm taking home. Just an idea. It's a 60-40 split. You get 60% of the sale price, and 40% goes to your broker on sales for your first 5 million, and then after 5 million, you get 70%. So it's 70-30 after you get some experience. So there's the potential to make. My goal is, and I know it's lofty, is to make like 140,000 a year. I don't think I'm going to make 140,000 in my first 12 months, because if I did, that would be outstanding. But I'm going to try my best. I'm going to do everything I can. Be on the phones, follow up, leave texts, voicemails, send emails. Just be very aggressive with my approach towards this opportunity, because to be quite honest, if I fail at this, the future doesn't look very good for me. If you follow this channel for a long time, you'll know that I had a lawsuit I thought I was going to be settling on. I thought I was be getting hundreds of thousands of dollars in compensation. But that's another. If you're interested in all that, check my channel out. And there's the saga of a 4-year lawsuit that never materialized into anything. So it's kind of got me against a rock and a hard place right now. So I really need to make this work, and I wanna vlog this journey and look back on it someday, and hopefully, be like, look where I started and where I ended up. So, and real estate is the thing I want to do. I don't want to go back into corporate banking 9 to 5. I don't want to do that. So it's do or die now. So if you've watched this video this long, again, please like and subscribe. Leave some comments. And I'm trying some new stuff with the channel. I have animals, because my wife's a pet sitter, dogs and cats. And then I have cooking and grilling videos. And then I have these office videos about my career. So I made a poll. If you could vote in the poll and let me know what kind of content you like the best, it'll help me focus my channel a little better. But for now, it's those 3 things, and that's just the way the channel is going to go. So stay tuned for this RE/MAX experience. Let me know if you like the video, and I will talk to you probably next week. Thanks, guys.